Boys State Basketball Championships, live from the Kohl Center at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. This WIAA Network Sports exclusive is brought to you statewide by Cenex, Land O'Lakes, and your local cooperatives. Partners you can trust. The Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin and milk, the official beverage of the WIAA games. Got milk? Marshfield Clinic, a national leader in medical care, research, and education. Rural insurance companies providing a full line of insurance products for Wisconsin's families and businesses. Wisconsin System, colleges that make life better for the people and businesses of Wisconsin. For high skills training, go here, get there. And by Menards, helping families build America's heartland for big money at Menards.
The WIAA has been sponsoring a high school boys basketball tournament for 83 years, but this the first year inside the brand new Kohl Center on the campus of the University of Wisconsin. Hi again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich. Welcome back to Madison. We got the boys tournament off to a very good start this morning with two very exciting games in Division III. City 61 over Amherst. Cubans advance to tomorrow's Division III final against Phillips. The Loggers in a close one. Four very impressive performances for finals this afternoon. Racine Case 83-50 over Hudson. Manitowoc gets knocked. Two-time defending champion in Division I, Milwaukee. Our first quarterfinal this evening matches up Milwaukee King and Middleton. Port side to Jay Wilson and Jim Joe.
All right, Bob, thank you, everyone. Milwaukee King and Middleton. And Jim, Milwaukee King lost a very difficult final last year. They really wanted to get back and prove them this year. They did that. And you think Jim Gauze, their coach, did one of his best jobs ever getting them here?
I think probably the best he's done in the 8 years he's been there, because he didn't have a go-to guy. And a gentleman that you're seeing on the monitor right now is Jimmy Foster, who's averaging 15-point game and 7 rebounds, and has really stepped up his game.
As far as the Middleton Cardinals are concerned, a very balanced club. A lot of people contribute, but Derek Kind is kind of one of their leaders.
Yeah, they have at least 4 young men that score about 8.5 points a ball game. Derek Kind, of course, is their scoring leader at 12-9 and one of the leading rebounders. On any given night, I think any one of those 4 young men from Middleton can step up their game.
All right, the starting lineups are just ahead, but first we take time out to hear from our network, AA network station.
Our top story in the town without milk, still no milk. Drysdale Mayor Bob Kelly faces bribery charges after being caught with several cartons of 2%.
Milk, please?
Fluffy Donuts
Milk?
filed for Chapter 11 and in a frightening incident.
Tourists.
Preschoolers rampage today when a teacher served peanut butter sandwiches.
Milky, milky, milky smooth. Now available in your town. New Milky Smooth Skin Lotion. It's extra creamy. Make...
Got milk?
Cenex convenience stores are in tune with today's busy lifestyles. They provide quality products and friendly service and are growing to serve you even better. So stop by, whether you're on the go or want a little break in the action.
You and me and Cenex Land O'Lakes are partners we can trust. That's right.
I'll be working till the sun goes down. Then spent the time another dollar bound. Sun goes down.
There's no way to describe the kind of risk a small business owner takes, but there is a way to insure it. Rural Mutual. We understand what's at stake.
Gonna be here no matter how long till the sun goes down.
Division I quarterfinals, the Middleton Cardinals against the Milwaukee King Generals. Let's meet the starting lineups. Here is public address announcer Mike Mankey.
And now, here are the starting lineups for tonight's quarterfinal game between the Middleton Cardinals and the Milwaukee Rufus King Generals. For Middleton at forward, a 6'2" senior, number 13, Barry Goodrich. And for Rufus King at forward, a 6' senior, number 44, Derek Cole. At the other forward from Middleton, a 6'2" senior, number 25, Ryan Zander. And at forward for King, a 6'2" senior, number 55, Jimmy Foster. Starting at center from Middleton,
A 6'8" junior, number 55, Ben Harrell. And at center for Rufus King, a 6'4" junior, number 52, Tevis Jones. Starting at guard for Middleton, a 5'9" senior, number 5, Chris Hogg. And at guard for King, a 5'10" junior, number 22, Terrence McGee. At the other guard for Middleton, a 6'1" senior, number 33, Derek Kine. And at guard for King, a 5'10" junior, number 4, Colombo Kadima. The head coach for Middleton is John Boyle, and the head coach for Rufus King is Jim Goss. The referees for tonight's game are John Lusavansky and Steve Seavals, both from Rice Lake.
You may have noticed that we have quite a few people here at the Kohl Center tonight. Middleton is located just to the west side of Madison, and Milwaukee King always has a good following as they make their 8th trip to state. They won the title in '84, '91, and '95. Here's where the two towns are located on the map of Wisconsin. Of course, Milwaukee King in the city of Milwaukee, and Middleton, you say, just to the west of Madison. Jim, what kind of style of play might we suspect tonight?
I kind of think that both these two teams have a similar style. They play strong defense, man-to-man. You might see King change up, but their basic defense has been man-to-man for both teams.
Middleton will be in the black uniforms with the white and red trim. Milwaukee King, the Generals, in the white uniforms with the blue lettering and the yellow trim. Jumping center, 55, Ben Harrell for Middleton, and for Milwaukee King, 52, Tevis Jones. And our evening session is underway. Tip controlled by Jones and into the hands of Jimmy Foster for the Generals. They look to feed Jones to the post, gets it back to Foster. That's a 3-0. Rebound, Milwaukee King. Terrence McGee with it. Tevis Jones, top of the three-point arc. Derek Cole driving, lost it, and out of bounds to Middleton. We've played a half minute, no score.
Now you see the full court pressure, man-to-man that King's playing against Middleton.
With the ball is number 5 for Middleton, Chris Hogg, their senior point guard. 13 is Barry Goodrich. Feed into Harrell. Nice help defense there by Colombo Kadima, but they're going to get him for a foul.
Good notice, too, that Middleton is a very patient club, too. They have a lot of patience.
There's John Boyle, who made it to state coaching the Madison East Pergolders. Now back here at state in 1998 with the Middleton Cardinal. The line is Ben Harrell, 6'8". Junior post player. He's the cousin of Mike Kosel-Sharon. You may remember him with Adams Friendship High School and the University of Wisconsin. And Harrell's a big guy. Is King going to have some problems with that size tonight?
Well, you know, the young man has got pretty good size, but, you know, quickness, too. And these kids from Milwaukee King can get in the air.
Harrell's 2 free throws make it 2-0 Cardinals. Harrell battling Jones inside. Now he's double teamed, and it's tied up. Ball goes to Middleton.
All right, if you notice that both teams are trying to establish an inside game. Middleton did it down the other end, and then King tried to do it down at this end of the court.
That's an interesting way to tie it up. 7 minutes left, first quarter. Middleton 2, Milwaukee King nothing. Derek Kind. Kadima steals the rebound away from Goodrich. Now here come the Generals. Foster with a great move, dishes off, and a foul as McGee drives to the basket, and he'll shoot free throw.
Now, that's what King likes to do. They like to up-tempo it if they have an advantage. Otherwise, they'll bring the ball back out and run a very patient offense, just like Middleton.
Foul on Ben Harrell, his first. But the line is 22. Terrence McGee, junior guard, averages 13.5 points a game. Missed that free throw. McGee and Kadima, both juniors, but two guards playing very well for Jim Goss here in the tournament.
Yeah, Kadima has really stepped up his game, and I think that's one reason that Milwaukee King is in the state tournament this year. He picked up his game.
Now full court pressure applied and a foul on Milwaukee King. Andy Kendi is wandering about the Kohl Center. Andy, what do you got?
Jay, head coach Jim Goss with the Milwaukee King Generals. He was so devastated last year after their sectional final loss against Wauwatosa East. They lost by 2 points. This after leading by 14 with 4.5 minutes left. He was so devastated by the loss that on his way home, he flung the tape of the game out of his car over the Hone Bridge in Milwaukee and into the water. He said he was either going to throw the tape out or himself. Luckily for everybody involved, it was the tape, Jay.
You bet. Fortunately, Jim Goss is here tonight. Here's Derek Kine with a jump shot, air ball. They try to save it in, and nice play there by Derek Cole to save it for Milwaukee King. Generals running. They try the bounce pass. It's deflected, and now the race is on. Kine gave McGee a little shove, and no foul, but it'll stay with Milwaukee King. 6:14 left first quarter.
King has ran into a little bit of a problem during the course of the year. We were just talking about Kadima, and sub just came in for him, Perkins. Now, there may be a little bit of a letdown with Perkins in for Kadima.
34 is Amaya Perkins. Nice dish there. Inside basket, Tevis Jones. Now Milwaukee King leads 3-2. Hogg. 13 is Barry Goodrich. Goodrich drives the lane, looks for Harrell. He didn't cut to the basket. But Middleton fortunate to keep it as it goes out of bounds off a King player. 5:42 left first quarter. 3-2 Milwaukee King. Inbound comes out to Chris Hogg. He'll drive it. Block inside Jimmy Foster. Here comes King. Terrence McGee. McGee dishes to Cole. Blocked by Kind.
Well, that's been two good plays down at both ends of the court. Here you see a dribble penetration and blocked by Jimmy Foster.
How about the other end?
Well, down on the other end, the same thing. Dribble drive to the basket and a great block.
Off the inbound, Terrence McGee gets three.
That was kind of off the glass there, off the corner of the glass.
Tough shot goes. 6-2 Milwaukee King. Ryan Zander with it. Feeding Harrell. He's in too deep. Harrell has all 4 Middleton points. It's 6-4 Generals.
You got Middleton, who starred four seniors and 1 junior too, so they're very experienced.
Kine with a steal. They'll try to outrace Perkins. Missed the layup. Good break there for King as Perkins hustled back to help bother the shot. Now, here comes King with a basketball. 4:40 left first quarter. Generals lead by 2. Foster. Hogg rebounds Middleton.
Now, don't be surprised if number 55, Jimmy Foster, shoots the outside shot. In one game, I think, a couple times this year, he had 4 or 5 trays.
Once again, they look to feed Harrell inside. Nice defensive help from Derek Cole. Turnover number 1 on Middleton. Good look inside there as Tevis Jones drops it in again. He has 4. 8-4 King. Hogg driving nicely done and a foul. Chris Hogg with a quick first step. Possible 3-point play for Middleton.
Has a great dribble hesitation to the basket and a lay-in for 2 points.
Foul is on Jimmy Foster, his first.
Into the line for Middleton, number 43, Chad Nyland.
43, Chad Nyland in for Middleton, replacing Harrell.
Well, what each one of these teams are trying to do is they're trying to break each one down on a dribble drive, penetration, and dish off.
Now in for Milwaukee King is number 14, Michael Causey. He's a freshman. Jones thought about it. Now inside, Cole with a spinning move. Rebound, Middleton. That's 43, Chad Nyland. Here come the Cardinals looking to run, but now, well, they find Goodrich wide open, makes a move, pulls up, hits.
Good shot, great pump fake, got him in the air, 1 dribble, and put her in the air.
First 2 of the night for him, and now Middleton leads it by 1. Free throw line jumper, Michael Jackson. Now King goes in front. Chris Hogg directing the offense now for Middleton. 3:10 left first quarter. King 10, Middleton 9. Near steal by Causey. Hogg was wide open, but then passed up the shot looking for Xander, and he had already made his cut to the basket. That's his second turnover on Middleton.
Well, probably in that is Hogg is their leading assist man at 4.2 a game. So he's looking to pass the ball rather than shoot it.
Brendan Schwartz in for Middleton, number 41, senior, 6'3". Turnovers early. 3-2 for both teams. Now 2:50 left in the quarter. That's McGee. Got it for 3. Terrence McGee nails the 3. He has 7. (13-9) King. Nice drop off to Schwartz.
It's a great drop off, and they see each other. And I mentioned, I think, before that you got 4 seniors and 1 junior start, so they know where each one is at all times.
Brandon Schwartz, instant offense off the bench, his first 2 of the night. 13-11 King. Terrence McGee driving. Kine didn't get there defensively, and he's called for the foul. Excuse me, 41. Brandon Schwartz with the personal foul, his first, team second. And with 2:13 left in the quarter, we have a timeout. We'll be back to the WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament after a word from our network sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
The Midwest, home of the good life. Some say it's the best. But we like to say that the best can always be better. At Marshfield Clinic, finding ways to better and healthier living has made us world famous for advanced medical research, for discoveries that deliver results right here in Wisconsin. At Marshfield, as one of the nation's largest private medical research facilities, we are able to integrate research into patient care. The result is the capability to ask, search, discover, and deliver proven advancements. Innovation that goes first and foremost to improving the medical care, treatment, health, and lives of the people we serve. Advanced medical research at Marshfield Clinic is why here in Wisconsin and throughout the Midwest, life is good. And it's getting better all the time.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center. Milwaukee King 13, Middleton 10. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. I'm standing next to Jeff Kind, who is Derek Kind's father. Jeff's also the head coach of the Middleton's girls basketball team. And Coach, first of all, what's it like watching your son play in the state tournament?
It's a big thrill. Just having been here before, and I know what a thrill it is being here. I'm just so happy that he can have that same experience. It's just awesome.
Jeff was the head coach when Middleton perhaps played in one of the finest Division I basketball games of the final against Janesville Parker a couple years back. What was that like, and compare it to the atmosphere here tonight, Coach?
Well, it's the same kind of electricity, but I think it was more unexpected then because there was such a big walk-up crowd, and it was the first time that the field house was ever sold out for the girls, and so but the excitement's the same.
One of the greatest games ever played in the girls' tournament history, Jay. Would you agree?
No question about it. It was a real landmark night when Jenna Burkholder faced Angie Hallblide for Parker and Middleton. Now back to boys basketball, Division I quarterfinal. 1:35 left first quarter. Milwaukee King leads Middleton 13-11. Brandon Schwartz has the basketball in the corner. Now they swing it out front into the hands of Chris Hogg, as Middleton looks to tie it up. Schwartz can take the lead with that 3, but it's short, and Terrence McGee has it for Milwaukee King. Now here's Michael Causey for 3. No. And the rebound to Middleton's Chad Nyland.
That was probably a little quicker shot than probably Coach Gauze wanted him to take at this point.
Under a minute now in the first quarter. 21 is Chris Reuter. Nice pass inside for Nyland. Won't get the roll, but a foul inside. So Chris Reuter off the bench, finding Nyland inside for a 2 free throw opportunity.
Well, you got great guard play and the movement around the basket, getting open where the King kids are playing behind the Middleton people. They probably should be playing in front of them. Too easy.
There's Ben Harrell back in for Middleton. So is Derek Kind. Into the Milwaukee King lineup. 54, Justin Walker, a 6'4" sophomore. Chad Nyland at the free throw line, a 79% free throw shooter. Middleton shoots 71% free throws as a team, and that's outstanding. So it stays 13-12 King. We approach the end of quarter number 1. Fond du Lac and Waukesha West, our second quarterfinal tonight. Driving on the baseline is Tevis Jones. That's not going to go in, and now Middleton has it with 30 seconds left in the quarter.
We got both teams that's getting the ball inside, and they're missing some easy lay-ins.
Chris Reuter gives Middleton its first lead since it was 2-1.
You see that tough defense that Middleton's playing, and that's what got them in the state tournament. That's what got them where they are.
Foster has it blocked by Nyland. But King still has it. They're down 1 in the final seconds.
Some great defense.
That's McGee for 3. Got it! Banked it in! Off the glass. Day 2, the second quarter just ahead. We'll be back with the WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament after word from our local sponsor. This is the WIAA Network Station.
Marshall Field's Field Days sale for the whole family. Huge savings in every department. A sale this big won't last long. Marshall Field's Field Days sale. This one is really big.
Your brakes need fixing. You're here. The dealer is over there. But your neighborhood CarX is here, and here, and here, and here, with a great deal. 50% off brake shoes and pads. That's great savings. And you don't need an appointment. 50% off lifetime guaranteed brake shoes and pads. As close as CarX, your neighborhood car care center.
Don't worry, call the CarX man.
Welcome back to the call center. Jay Wilson and Jim Jones. And here's how that first quarter ended with Terrence McGee. I don't know if this is what he had in mind, but the result was what he had.
Well, he called a bank, and it counts as 2. Just like Bill Graff said earlier, they don't tell you how they made them. They just count as 2 or 3. That was a 3-pointer.
Hey, that was a long one, too. So that gives King the lead, 16-14 as we begin the second quarter. Division I quarterfinal.
Well, you said at the outset that both these teams were evenly matched. Both are playing really tenacious defense on each other. That block shots. You got the guards going to the basket. They're looking at each other.
Foul on Middleton's Chris Reuter. Excuse me, it was inside. It was on Ben Harrell, his second. Third team foul on Middleton. Foul on Ben Harrell inside. Here comes 25, Ryan Zander for Middleton, and Harrell will have to sit down with those 2 personal fouls just 13 seconds into the second quarter. Now here's Milwaukee King. Jimmy Foster, who has not scored yet tonight.
Well, some of the other ball players, like Terrence McGee, has stepped up his game. He had, I think, a couple buckets. He had that one at the end of the first quarter, so he doesn't have to do it, but he can step up if he needs to.
That's how these two teams have gotten here, is that they've had contributions from a whole lot of people. Now, here's a play, the ball knocked out to center court. Look at Foster handle the ball. Now Kind gives him a little bump, but King maintains it.
I tell you, though, this Middleton team, though, is all over the floor. They're all over that ball. They can smell that ball, and they're helping out. Great help defense.
Now Michael Causey has it, working against Derek Kind. Causey splitting the lane and scoring.
That's a great move for the bucket.
And now Middleton runs back the other way. Reuter, rebound Nyland, pumps once, got it.
Well, Middleton is pushing the ball up. They're beating King at their game, and they like to push the ball. And I think Middleton's been pushing it a lot more than Rufus King.
18-16, Milwaukee King. Here's McGee. Think another one in there? Nope, he won't shoot that one.
Well, they're kind of patient now. They can get the break, so just threw the ball away, or Middleton stole it.
Now King steals it back. Derek Cole with a steal. 6:18 left, second quarter. 18-16, Milwaukee King.
Well, Middleton is making it very difficult for Rufus King to get in their offense.
Tevis Jones, no. Follow, no. It hits the scoreboard on top of the backboard. Let's take a look at the Culver's game summary through the first quarter. And the numbers show that Middleton shooting 50%, Milwaukee King getting more shots. McGee was 3 for 3 on three-pointers for Milwaukee King. And Foster and Kine, the two players we highlighted at the start, have not scored yet.
Well, I mentioned before, though, these other young men are stepping up, so they don't have to do anything, and they're not forcing the game to them. They're going to let the game come to them.
Well, here's Kine, and count it. Well, on cue, Derek Kine with a possible three-point play.
Well, you know, we just mentioned that Kine and Foster hadn't scored. As soon as we did that, Kine goes to the baseline, lays it in. They have a chance for a three-point play now.
Fouls on 22, Terrence Mee. Bet you next time down Foster scores. Good get going here.
You might be right.
Derek Kine. And missed the free throw, so we stayed tied at 18 with 5:45 left in our half.
You might want to get Foster involved in their offense. Now that Kine has 2 and he hasn't scored, and Foster being their leading scorer like Kine just scored, then Middleton's leading scorer. So they need to get him involved in their offense.
Maya Perkins, 34, back into the King lineup. Now Tevis Jones has it, working on Nyland. Beautiful spin move for 2.
That was a great move. Off the dribble, spun to the left and spun back to the middle off the glass.
Jones with 6. Kings lead 2. Here's Kine. Looking for another. Got another.
Well, that first basket he hit along the baseline and he converted a three-point play. Probably has a field now. They're going to have to shut him down.
It's like getting olives out of a jar. Getting the first one out is the hardest, but after that, they all fall out. 20-20. McGee with another 3. That's long. Rebound inside. Foster. Nice dish to Cole. No. Yes.
Yes.
It rolled in.
Well, that's what Jimmy Foster's been doing all year. As soon as you think he's not doing anything, he got a great rebound and a great feed for an assist to his teammate off the window.
Kine miss. Nyland miss. Rebound Jones King. 22-20 Generals.
Now look like King upped his ante a little bit and is trying to push the ball a little more.
Yeah, Foster jumps and travels. 5th turnover on King. Barry Goodrich in for Middleton, number 13. Michael Jackson, 24 for the Generals. Also for Middleton, 2 more substitutions. Ben Harrell returns with those 2 personal fouls.
Well, that's a great substitute pattern that Coach Boyle is doing because they're getting up and down the court. He's keeping his players fresh. And King is also doing the same thing.
Also Ryan Zander, 25 in for the Cardinals. Down to 4:10 in the quarter. Now, Hogg was double teamed for a second, but gets it to Zander. Zander looking for Harrell. Turn jumper, yes.
As long as King and both teams let them catch the ball on the block, they're going to be able to score with their size advantage.
6 points for Harrell. Tied again at 22. Tevis Jones working on Harrell. Passes over to Michael Jackson. Rebound Middleton. That's Ben Harrell. Three and a half left in the half. Tied at 22. Hogg baseline. Foul. Milwaukee King.
Well, what Middleton is doing is that they're challenging the King ball players when they come out.
Mia Perkins just didn't quite have the position, and he is called for the personal foul. We have a timeout. 3:31 remaining before half. 22-22. 22-second timeout. One of our WIAA statewide sponsors is Menards, helping families build America's heartland for 38 years. Save big money at Menards. Andy Kendi remembers the last time Milwaukee King won a state championship. Andy?
Yeah, Jay, we always talk about Milwaukee Vincent, and they're grabbing most of the headlines, and rightfully so. But the last time Milwaukee King won a state championship was in 1995 with Deontay Flanoral. In fact, Milwaukee King was the team of the early 90s. Now Vincent, the team of the late 90s. And, of course, the Generals would like nothing else than to meet Vincent in the D1 final, Jay.
And Jim Goss would like that, too. And now, as play resumes, another foul on Milwaukee King.
Well, these Middleton players are taking it right at Rufus King. They're playing tough defense, and they're going right back at him.
That's another foul on Amia Perkins. That's his second, and now Middleton goes to the bonus, where, again, the Cardinals have been deadly all season long. Here's Chris Hogg at the line, makes the first. Hogg, a 46% free throw shooter, so one of the few players for Middleton under 60%, really.
Probably if they have 4 kids at least scoring at least 8.5 points or better, they need one person to get them the basketball. So he's their lead assist man.
We have our 6th lead change of the game. Middleton now has it 24-22. Shot selection. King not afraid to take the threes tonight. Look at that rebound by Michael Jackson. And it's going to be a foul on Middleton. I thought that stat on Chris Hogg was wrong. I was looking at the wrong column there. Chris Hogg is actually a 76% free throw shooter. So that makes a little more sense. Now here's Milwaukee King, trailing by 2. Jones back out to Foster. Perkins working with it, and a foul on Middleton, 25, Ryan Zander. His second. Team foul number 5.
Well, both teams are challenging each other on dribble drive, and they're taking it to the basket, and neither team is backing off.
More substitutions. Terrence McGee, 22, back in for King. Brandon Schwartz, 41. And Chad Nyland, 43 for Middleton.
Well, you can't ask for 2 identical teams where the 2 coaches are playing chess with each other with their rotation and going inside to their big men.
Tevis Jones with a nice left-hander.
It's a good strong move to the basket with the left hand.
Tevis Jones with 8 points tonight. Back to even at 24. There's Kine. To Goodrich. Now Chris Hogg. Nyland will try it. That's going to be short. Rebound to King as Cole is there for the board. Now it should come with McGee. McGee to Cole. Kicks out. That's Tevis Jones. 3 for Tevis Jones.
Now where Jimmy Foster has not scored, you got this young man, Jones, that stepped up his game. He's got 11 points this.
Goodrich looking for Nyland, but a foul before the pass. Let's take another look at Tevis Jones, who has 11 points tonight.
Well, I haven't seen him shoot a tray before this year, and he might have shocked some other people, too, but that was a great rotation and a great look.
So Hazen Grimes, number 12, is in for Milwaukee King. At the free throw line is Barry Goodrich. Missed the free throw. Goodrich able to knock it back where Kine can pick it up for the Cardinals. 2:10 remaining in the half. 27-24 King.
Not only that, on that free throw, somebody forgot to box out the shooter. That's how he got his rebound shot back.
Here's Schwartz. He'll try 3. He'll rim out, and a rebound of Foster. Now here's Grimes. McGee in the lane. Wild-looking shot, rebounded to kind of Middleton.
Yeah, not too good a shot. I don't think Coach Dawes like that. Off-balance shot, not a lot of patience.
Hogg to Schwartz, and count it.
King right now is having a very difficult time handling their point guard, Hogg. for dribble penetration, dish off, and that's what he does. He's their leading assist man, and they're falling off from letting it get around him for those easy lay-ins.
54, Justin Walker back in for Milwaukee Kings. So is number 14, Michael Causey. Taking another look at that three-point opportunity for Schwartz. And it looks like a line violation, and Schwartz will get another try from the free throw line. King stepped in too early.
I don't know, Jay, if you take a look at the Middleton scoring, you take a look at King. And King has two kids that has 10 points, one has 11. You take a look at Middleton, everybody's 5-2, 4, 5-3. So it's balanced like they've been doing the whole year.
Back to even at 27. 5 ties and 6 lead changes in the first half. We're down to a minute 20 in it. Causey. Rebound Kind. Now ahead to Nyland. Nyland Lane kicks back to Hogg. Goodrich out high, defended by Jimmy Foster, 55. Now Kind will try a long three. That's going to be short. And McGee beats Kind to the rebound. Here's McGee looking to Cole. Driving, count it. Derek Cole with a possible three.
What a shot that Kind shot down there. Was probably a little bit out of his range. If you take a look at it, on the steal, great dish off, and the power move to the basket, and he's going to have an opportunity to get a three-point play out of this one. I think a few times down where Middleton went down, where I think that wasn't the shot selection that Coach Boyle wanted him to take, was beyond three-point range.
Derek Cole now with 5 points and a three-point advantage for Milwaukee Kings.
Now, this young man right here for Middleton, he can dissect you and get other people involved in it. They got to be very careful with him.
He spreads things out a bit. We approach the final half minute of the half. Near steal there, but Hogg has it. Hogg, double pump. Goodrich driving, got it caught in his hip, hits up the shot, no. And the ball goes to the floor, and King calls the traveling. Well, tough break there as Justin Walker did a nice job to get the ball, but as he hit the deck, they call traveling. Now with 22.6 seconds left in the half. Middleton trailing by 3. Schwartz will trigger. Finds Kind. Goodrich still has it. Here's Kind again. That's the time remaining in the second quarter. Kind working in the lane, cut off nicely. Hogg now with it. Finds Schwartz, cutting and scoring.
That's what they did, and Hogg, number 5, they wanted to get the ball either to Kind or to their playmaker to make something happen. Kind couldn't make anything happen. They got it to the point for the playmaker, and they got an easy lay-in before the end of the half.
Great first half. Milwaukee King leads it by 1. Back to the Kohl Center for the 1998 WIAA Boys State Tournament in a moment. But first, a word from our network sponsor. This is your WIAA network station.
Get the beautiful bath you've always wanted now at Menard. American Shower and Bath Ensembles add style and come complete with walls, base, and door. Choose a chrome square or neo-angle model, $267. Confident interior paint from Dutch Boy goes on easy and cleans with soap and water. Latex flat is $6.73 a gallon. Semi-gloss, $10.44 a gallon. Get a new look for your home and save at Menard.
Save big money at Menards.
Here's what a Wisconsin Technical College can do for you.
My degree in 2.5 years, and then about a year after that, I was promoted to district supervisor.
I had a machine tool degree with some engineering experience, and 5 years ago, I came on board to set up the machining end of the business.
The Wisconsin Technical College System. For information, call 1-800-320-TECH.
Philly ribeye, my oh my, tastes so good you'll almost cry. Nobody else got one. Everybody get one. Culver's Philly ribeye, the steak maker. us made.
Finally, a steak sandwich good enough to be Culver's.
Culver's Philly ribeye, the steak lovers make us made.
America's favorite.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center, where Milwaukee King has a 1-point lead on Middleton as we're at halftime here in the Division I quarterfinals. And Jim, I think you hit it right on the head. A chess match that first half, but boy, what an entertaining half of basketball.
Well, both coaches they're using their bench extremely well because they're getting up and down the court. Middleton's playing probably King's game better than they are, and Kings start pushing the ball. But I think the bottom line is both teams are playing tenacious defense, and the offense looks bad, but you got to give the defense credit.
These guys don't mind resting at halftime, I bet.
That's
They
right.
work hard. All right. Milwaukee King 30, Middleton 29 at halftime. We'll be back with highlights and stats in a little bit, but right now let's go to Bob Bradovich.
All right, Jim and Jay, thanks a lot. We've got a good one here, Division I quarterfinals. We had two very good ball games this morning in the Division III semifinals. It was Cuba City knocking off Amherst 73-61. Cubans pulling away late in that one. And it was Phillips. A lot of three-pointers early. Marquesson made a big run, but the Loggers hold on for the 58-54 win. Division I quarterfinals this afternoon. Racine Case 83-50 over Hudson. And it was Milwaukee Vincent advancing to the semis 65-47 over Manitowoc. Well, if you were at the WIAA State Swim Meet a couple weeks ago, you probably saw a lot of swimmers with shaved heads. Why do guys do that? Well, Andy Kendi of our Madison affiliate has a look at the Middleton team and why they shave their heads.
Before the big meet, these guys get down to business. The scene at Middleton High School is the same all around the state. Swimmers shaving their heads the morning of the state finals.
Well, the guys shave their head not so much for the hair on their legs or on their head like it's seaweed or something that's going to slow you down. But what it does is it takes off the dead layer of skin on your body, opens up the pores, you get a better feel in the water. And when you're going for the state meet or your big meet, what you want to do is try and feel the best that you possibly can in the water. So it's just part of the process. You know, you start resting at the end of the year, rest your muscles. It's just a way to feel better in the water. It's easier when one guy, or easier when the whole team shaves their head than one guy shaving their head.
So you all look goofy.
Yeah.
But not everyone is so keen on this idea. So you guys, who has a girlfriend here? Do they care?
The woman's not my sister. Oh, no, doesn't matter. If she really likes him, she'll get over it.
Is there a competition on who's the ugliest when they're shaved down?
I think I would win that. I think I would win that.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
It's all about team unity. Heck, even the coach gets into the act.
You take one last look at the hair. And then you get it really lathered up.
So yours isn't just as fine as these others. It's not as down to the scalp.
I tell you, I got to be feeling good on the deck when I'm coaching these guys.
It's worth it. It's worth it just to... I mean, you work so hard all season, getting up at 5 o'clock every morning. It's worth it to do this at the end of the year so you can go to your best times. Mm-hmm. As long as I do well. As long as I do well, it was worth it.
All right, Andy Kendi, thanks a lot. Well, if you forgot to set the VCR on your way to the state tournament, we've got a way you can capture some of these video memories. You can call either of the numbers you see on your screen, 800-773-9944. Just say which game you want. For a low cost of $18.99 per game, plus shipping and handling, you can have those videotape memories of the 1998 WIAA State Tournament. We've got a great one at halftime. Milwaukee King 1 point better than Middleton. For a recap of the first half, stats and highlights, let's set it back down to Jim Jones and Jay Wilson.
Thanks, Bob. Well, we love analyzing these things, and 5 ties, 7 lead changes. We're going to look at stats in a little bit. Even is all we're talking about. Just right down the middle. It's amazing one team's ahead.
Oh, the scoring off the bench, it's 7-6. The only discrepancy is free throws, where Middleton, King is 2 of 3. Rebounding, I think King is out rebounding him 16-11. And threes. In that, you got Kind, 2 leading scorers. He has 4 points, 2 of 7. And you got Foster, which is kind of scary, who's 0 for 3 so far.
Yeah, so when he gets going, that's great news for King. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. Milwaukee King and Middleton. We start out with Middleton They had a size advantage inside that they were able to take advantage of on Iowa Ben Harrell.
Well, you got him, number 55, that's sealed, and they got a great pass inside, and you can't let a big kid that catch a ball inside. He's going to score every time.
Milwaukee King from the free throw line. That's Michael Jackson. And then next up, a three-pointer by Terrence McGee. You really like the job he did in the first half.
Well, I think he did a great job, and I think he mesmerized the Middleton people because I don't think they think he can score like that.
Derek Kind was quiet offensively scoring, but here he feeds his teammate Brandon Schwartz for two.
Well, those guys have played together. You got 4 seniors out on the floor and 1 junior, and they do what they have to do to score.
And here's a couple of baskets from Tevis Jones, who, you know, some people might not say, oh, wow, it's scoring all those points, but he scored 13 in the sectional final against Muskego, so he has the ability to score.
That's when he started coming, I think, and I think he has his confidence now, and he's been playing really well. Now, that outside shot he hit, I think, surprised everybody because I haven't seen him shoot a shot from there, but it looked nice, and it was for 2 points. This young man right here, Hogg, going to the basket, he's dissecting King's defense, and you got to keys the open people.
Here are the Culver's game summary halftime stats, and the shooting is pretty much even. Free throws, as you said, Jim, Middleton holding a 5-point advantage there, but rebounds Milwaukee King, turnovers, and some point shots to get them rising.
You would think that it would be just the opposite because they don't really have a tremendously great outside shooter.
Culver's, America's favorites, made fresh. Again, the leading scorers for Milwaukee King, that's Tevis Jones with 11 and McGee with 10. And for Middleton off the bench, Schwartz with 7 and Harrell with 6 as he started for Middleton. And what do you expect from the second half? Pretty much the same deal?
I would expect the same thing. I mean, I wouldn't go away from what we're doing. It's probably going to be whichever team breaks down and which team gets a substantial lead, and they'll probably do something different then. Maybe with that tenacious defense that the teams are playing, I think it's going to be kind of hard.
Can't wait for the second half of this one. Fond du Lac and Waukesha West, also in Division I, still to come. We'll be back with the third quarter in just a moment. But first, a word from our local sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Juicy burgers, crispy fries and onion rings, coney dogs, frosty A&W rings, Dagwood with pop.
Oh, hi. Hey, what say we all go to A&W?
What a great idea.
Hop in today to try A&W's delicious new cheddar melt burger. It's only $1.99 at your local A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer.
After Sports Anniversary Sale has been extended. Every running shoe,
every golf shoe, every baseball, softball, and soccer shoe.
every shoe is at least 20% off at Active Sports.
But that's not all.
All athletic apparel is 20 to 50% off.
To work out or hang out. To play the game or watch the game.
The anniversary sale has been extended at Active Sports, where everything is on sale. Active Sports, #1 for spring sports. Southtown, Westgate, State Street, and Easttown Plaza.
Welcome back to the Colts. We approach the start of the third quarter, and Milwaukee King leads Middleton 30-29. Andy Kennedy has been trying to get some insight from the Middleton and Milwaukee King sidelines. Andy, what do you have?
Jay, usually coaches go, you know, pep talk, they go over strategy. John Boyle said at half, he just had to keep kids up. They're very happy with what they did in the first half. They're just down by 1 point, and they say that they still have to just keep plugging away, work hard on offense, work even harder on defense, and things could go the Cardinals' way. Thing to keep in mind is that Middleton hasn't been to state since '83. King obviously has the advantage there, and maybe that will be the difference down the stretch, Jay.
Well, of course, the Generals have been to state in 6 of the 8 years Jim Goss has been the head coach. They won the title in '84, '91, '95. Runners-up in '92 and '94 under Goss. So some great history behind King right now, but history doesn't mean diddly unless you get it done on the floor, as King knows oh so well through the years. Now here we go, start of the third quarter. Feeding inside as Foster misses another one, and a foul on the rebound.
Well, what they're trying to do now, because Jimmy Foster was scoreless the first half, they're trying to get him, their leading scorer, involved in their offense. They had a good look there, but he missed the land.
King foul is on number 4, Colombo Kadima. That's number 3 on Kadima.
Well, that's been a problem with Kadima all year long. He's probably their best point guard, but they didn't seem to miss him much the first half. So the other young man, Perkins, is going to have to step up. He just came in for him.
Kadim is a familiar name, as he's had a couple of brothers come through the program. Kalanji and Biaya. Kadima.
Yes.
Now Middleton trailing by 1. 7:30. Harrell now at the high post at the free throw line.
Well, King came out and gave him a different look. They're playing him a zone now.
Goodrich takes the shot in the lane and scores. Well, they just dropped off him enough to give him an opening.
That's right.
So, another lead change as Middleton goes in front by 1.
Middleton is still in their man-to-man. King, the last time down, gave him a 2-3 zone look.
Generals trail by 1 now. Terrence McGee has it. 34 is Amir Perkins. Here comes to Foster, still looking for his first basket tonight. Now Foster, fronted by Goodrich, gets the pass and scores. Nice job of fending off Goodrich, and Jimmy Foster is on the board.
Probably take a sigh of relief now. Let's see if he's going to get going now.
Now King back in front. Goodrich with a nice move, drops it to Harrell, gets it back, and a foul.
That's a great give and go. But once again, they're letting their big man catch the ball in the middle. And take a look. Playing behind him, got the ball in the middle. I don't even think he knew he caught the ball. Yeah.
Fouls on 22, Terrence McGee for Milwaukee King. Barry Goodrich goes to the free throw line. Rural Insurance Companies providing a full line of insurance products for Wisconsin's businesses and families. A proud statewide sponsor of these WIAA state tournament telecasts. There's Barry Goodrich, the 6'2 senior. Averages 8 points, 5 rebounds a game, short on that second free throw. So now we're tied at 32. 6:20 remaining, third quarter. Kadima back in. This is out to McGee. That's for 3. No. And the rebound to Ryan Zander for Middleton.
Well, they were a great block out with those two young men from Middleton to get the basketball.
This Hogg finds Kine. They feed Harrell at the post, and he scores. Once again, the feed to the post, and Harrell now has 8 points. 3 of 3 from the field for Ben Harrell tonight.
Yep, they're going inside their strength and defending him.
McGee for another 3, short, rebound Harrell. Hogg with a long pass, and it's a touchdown, count it. Ryan Zander on the receiving end, a possible 3-point play for him.
I think Middleton is beating King right now at their own game, where Hogg ball pass, great catch, and later then he has possibility for a 3-point play.
Now here's the other problem King has had lately is Ben Harrell is getting position, and they're doing a nice job of feeding him inside.
Yes, they are. They're going to have to either front him, 3-quarter him, or have help side defense.
Timeout, 5:36 left. We'll be back to the state tournament after a word from our network sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
We got a tip from a convenience store clerk a few towns over. Some local boys took a car joyriding over the county line to get milk.
You guys, the cops. What? The cops.
All right, boys, drop your straws. Vehicle over, we found about a half dozen empties and some chocolate syrup. Guess they got tired of drinking it straight. Hey, Cooper, why don't you put that evidence in the back of my car? Kids these days.
For greater power and longer engine life, you need Cenex Fieldmaster XL Premium Diesel Fuel. It actually removes existing carbon deposits, has low sulfur content, and helps keep injectors clean. Cummins L10 and N14 testing confirms the superior rating of Cenex Fieldmaster XL Premium Diesel Fuel. It protects as well as it powers. And it's so good, Cenex guarantees it. Ask your Cenex Land O'Lakes cooperative about Fieldmaster XL for top performance.
You and me and Cenex Land O'Lakes are partners we can trust.
Back at the Kohl Center, we were waiting for one team to make a little bit of a run, and Middleton gets the early jump here in the third quarter.
Yeah, remember we said that before the half came, and they're both feeling each other out, but the Middleton's kind of up the ante a little bit. I'm looking for King to do the same thing, though.
The two players we featured in our open have been pretty quiet today. Kine with 4, Foster with only 2. We have a long way to win one. Third quarter, 5:36 remaining. Middleton with a 4-point lead. Xander missed the free throw, and the rebound to Tevis Jones for the Generals. Here's Cardinal. Cole works the baseline. Double pump it in. Beautiful move by Derek Cole.
That's a good move to the basket, but that's what he does really well. He goes to the bucket real well.
Cole now with 7, and Middleton's lead is down to 2. Kine tries the no-look pass. It's stolen by McGee. McGee gets it back from Cole. Missed it. Cole rebound, but before he went up with the shot, there's going to be a foul on Middleton.
That was a great fast break. He just didn't finish it at the end, where he probably was expecting contact instead of concentrating on the basket. Great steal, great fast break. Good catch. Didn't finish it off, though. A little hard off the board.
So here we go with King inbounding the ball under its own basket. Cole working on Schwartz, now back in for Middleton. Field goals this quarter. Middleton hasn't missed. King is 2 of 6. Jones moves around Harrell. Dishes nicely there to Michael Jackson.
That's what they got away from when Middleton went up. They were shooting jump shots instead of going to the bucket like Middleton has continued to do.
We're almost halfway through the third quarter, and we're tied at 36. Jones nearly stole it from Hogg. Finds Goodrich inside, and before he goes up, he is fouled. That'll go against Milwaukee King.
Well, if he hadn't have fouled him on that one, that would have been a great catch, or maybe off the foot, then King would have got the ball back. That was a great look by their point guard.
Michael Jackson's second personal foul. There you see John Boyle, the Middleton head coach. Kind off the inbound. Kind working, finding Goodrich. Goodrich with a tough move inside. Harrell rebound, pump, foul.
Yeah, they're big and active around the boards. You got to seal them off. They've gotten a couple second looks.
Let's watch Ben Harrell work inside.
It's great defense if they forgot to seal the big kid off the board.
Tevis Jones' personal foul, his first. Now here's Ben Harrell to the free throw line. He has 8 points tonight. And now 9. That matches his average on the season. And 2 of 4 of 4 from the line tonight. Middleton crawls back into the lead, 38-36. Jones finds Foster. Back to Jones. Will he try another 3? He will. Missed it. Goodrich tiptoes the line and saves it into Hogg.
I got to think he got beaten in taking that shot. I know he hit one the first half, but I think Coach Gauze wanted him to go inside where they're going to be a little more effective.
And then Schwartz, 41. 13 is Barry Goodrich. Will he try 3? No, as Foster jumps out, and wow. That pass goes to Cliff Crystal of the Milwaukee Girls. Unfortunately, he's not playing in the game tonight.
No, and you can kind of see that the tempo is kind of slowing down a little bit because they were really at each other the first 2.5 quarters. Even on the offensive end, you can see their defense is not as temptations as it was there.
Cardinal with a nice move, but no basket. Cole rebound, finger roll doesn't go. Rebound still loose. King has it, and as McGee goes, he's tripped and a foul. Hey, Gauze has been a big name in Wisconsin high school basketball for a long time, and Andy Kennedy's standing by with the father of the family. Andy?
Hi, Jay. Yeah, I'm here with Don Gauze. He's Jim's father, and Don, we were waiting to do the interview, and you were doing more coaching than maybe your son was. Is it difficult for you to watch the game from up here?
Yes. You have no control over anything, and that's probably the reason I'm here, away from the behind the bench or something.
Did you always know that Jim was going to be head coach, and has he succeeded your expectations?
He far exceeded my expectations. He's done a heck of a job, and I think this is his best job he's done since he's been at King. You know, to be on top like that and always be picked in the top 2 or 3 in the state and have to live up to that, and he's done that, I credit him.
Don's been a pretty good coach in his own right, of course, longtime coach of Whitefish Bay Dominican, Jay.
You bet, Andy. Now Hogg with a floater that goes. That answers the 3-pointer by McGee at the other end. So now King trails Middleton by 1, 40-39. 7 points for Chris Hogg. Here's McGee working with it. Beating inside, Tevis Jones. Look at him follow his shot. Now he goes in lane. He'll be called for traveling. Tevis Jones worked awfully hard, but unfortunately for him was called for traveling.
Yeah, I thought that was a great effort to get the ball in. Unfortunately, he lost his balance and fell down and got called for traveling.
How about that Goss family, Jim? You're pretty close to them. They're really something, aren't they?
Well, I would say that, yeah, I'm knowing his dad, too, and Jimmy, I thought his job this year, probably the best job, like his dad said, in the 8 years. He has a phenomenal record in the 8 years he's been coaching, too.
178 wins, 20 losses for Jim Goss in 8 years at King. Now Middleton with the ball, 1 point lead. Here's Kind. Hogg took a look at 3, passed it up. A little too far out for him. Now here he goes again. Hogg working on Kadima, cut off nicely, looking for Schwartz. The pass too hot. Cole got a hand on it. Now Cole gets it back from Kadima. Cole working, and they'll take it the other way. Cole called for the foul.
That was a great steal down at the other end.
Second personal on Cole, and who took the charge for Middleton? Was it Kind? Yes.
Yep, great defensive play.
Boy, coaches love that.
Yeah.
Man. So we're still 40-39. Middleton. 2 minutes left. Long 3 for Goodrich, way short. And Cole gets the rebound in the corner for the Generals.
I think fatigueness is kind of setting in because they're settling for jump shots instead of dribble drive penetration and kicking it out.
They'll get those legs moving on those jumpers like that. Kadima had enough on it, but missed, and now the rebound put back by Jimmy Foster.
Same thing down at that end where Kadima took a shot. Of course, he's been out of the game, too, with the 2 personal fouls he got early. He's got 3 now, and, of course, the rebound carried him to Jimmy Foster for 2.
Foster now has 4 points, and King back up front, 41-40. Schwartz free throw line, yes.
Now, the difference on that one, instead of taking that 3-point shot, they were very patient, like they've been all year long. They broke someone to the middle of the floor and got a nice look for a bucket.
Schwartz matches his game average at 9 points. Now the Generals try to respond. Foster again, no. Rebound followed by Jackson, misses. And now here's Brandon Schwartz rebounding to Middleton. And Chris Hogg controlling it across the timeline.
That was a great look down there. He just didn't finish the shots off.
Kind for 3. Looks good. It is. Derek Kind with 7 now, and Middleton opens up a 4-point lead.
Kind of think he went to sleep on him pick, probably thinking he was going to dribble drive, and he came off the pick and shot a jump shot for a basket.
That's a hand check foul on Chris Hogg, number 5 for Middleton. So Hogg now has 3 personal fouls, and you don't want to lose him or get him in much more foul trouble. As we have 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Hogg has done such a great job of controlling things offensively for Middleton.
Yeah, he's played a great floor game. He looks for everybody, gets the ball to him, plays great defense.
Now King inbounds. They find Jackson. He hits from the free throw line. 45-43 Middleton.
King's picking up a little higher now.
Now will Middleton hold it for 1? Looks like they will. Kind working with it. Chris Reuter, 21 in. Remember, Hogg's out with those 3 personal fouls. Newland had a shot, had a look rather, doesn't take it. Now almost thrown away, but Kind will take it and missed. Rebound, Nyland, no. Rebound again to King, and that'll be the quarter.
That was a great sequence there. They kept battling. Nobody came up with a bucket, but that was great hustle.
Stay tuned. 8 more minutes to come. We'll be back to the WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament after a word from our local sponsor. This is your WIAA Network station.
In today's public schools, our children are facing higher academic standards. Their courses are harder, more challenging, and that requires innovative instruction. In fact, you might not even recognize the classrooms of today. Then again, you might.
Okay, class, time's up. Put your pencils down and pass your papers forward.
Public schools work.
If you believe it's not just where you're going in life, it's how you get there. Get to the National Chrysler and Plymouth event. Right now, get up to $2,395 in total values on select minivans. For starters, get up to $1,000 cash back on Chrysler Town & Country. And get up to $2,145 in total values on Plymouth Voyager. Or up to $2,395 on Plymouth Grand Voyager. Get to the National Chrysler and Plymouth event. Only at your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer.
Final 8 minutes, Division I quarterfinals. Middleton leads Milwaukee King 45-43. King had a 1-point lead at halftime, but now Middleton has turned that around to take a 2-point lead after 3. Here are your Culver's game summary statistics, and Middleton shooting over 50% as they've done for most of this second half of the season. King with a rebounding advantage, but what's really doing it for Middleton right now, the free throws.
Yes, King is 2 of 3, and Middleton is 10 of 15.
Well, we knew that was one of the Middleton strengths, 71% as a team. And how many times have we seen good free throw shooting win so many state tournament games through the years? Now, here we go. Middleton with the ball and the lead. Kine steps back for 3, short. Rebound off the floor to Michael Jackson for King.
I think that one a little deep. I don't think coach is too happy with that.
Finding Cole on the baseline. Schwartz had the rebound knocked out of his hands by Jackson. It'll go to the Cardinals. I tell you, Michael Jackson can get off the floor. He can jump.
Well, he's quick to the ball. That's right. So, you know, if you got to get in there and he's big and he's not quick to the ball, we'll take the quickness first.
Here's Kine. Now to Harrell, where he's been so effective. Gets rid of it to Reuter, rather, 21. And a basket for Kine inside.
That was the first time that they played good defense on a postman where he got caught in the air. But somehow, some way, Middleton came away with a basket. It's a good shot.
Middleton's lead is 4. Tevis Jones spinning and drawing the foul. Foul's going to go on Brandon Schwartz, 41 for Middleton. Substitutions for Milwaukee King. There's Jimmy Foster back in, showing signs of life offensively. Also 25, Ryan Zander in for Middleton, replacing Chad Nyland. Here's Tevis Jones, I believe all 11 points in the first half.
He's been relatively quiet this half, yes.
And missed the free throw. 7:02 remaining, fourth quarter. Jones misses 2. So now with Hogg out of the lineup, although he's just about ready to come back in for Middleton, Kine moves out to the point. Reuter feeding Harrell, pumped once, got it.
They're letting him catch the ball in way too deep.
Harrell is 4 of 4 from the field. Kadima to Foster. Harrell keeps his position nicely. McGee, three-pointer. Rebound, Harrell, Middleton.
I think Middleton owns the boards now. He's been rebounding really well. They've been boxing out.
McGee challenges Kine. Kadima knocks it away. Developing for King. Behind Kadima. He recovers. Three-pointer. Got it.
Just when you needed a three-point basket, Kadima comes and gets one.
Middleton still has a 3-point lead. Now here's Chris Reuter with the basketball. 6:05 left. Deflected out of bounds. Kine hit the floor hard.
Well, you can see Hawks coming back in the game because they've turned the ball over almost 2 consecutive times down the court.
So Hogg returns to the Middleton lineup. There we see 24, Michael Jackson out for the King General. Middleton is in the bonus with 6 minutes left. Harrell got Foster, rather got him in the air again, and a 3-point possibility as Harrell is 5 for 5 from the field. Foul on Tevis Jones.
Well, I kind of think that the young man has found something in there. He's not going straight up on these quick jumpers. He's faking them, and they're leaving their feet. And he's got a nice bucket. Chance for a 3-point.
So Ben Harrell showing his might. 5:53 remaining, fourth quarter. We'll be back to the state tournament after a word from our network sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
He's not a star on his neighborhood softball team. And his work at the annual barbecue wasn't very impressive. But around here, he's still a hometown hero. You see, he's the local Farm Bureau insurance agent. For auto, home, and property protection, and for life insurance that can help protect your family's financial security, call a Farm Bureau insurance agent today. Living beside you, working for you.
And safety and style for less money at Menards. Harlock doorknobs are all on sale, starting at just $4.97 for this interior set. Add security with this entry set, just $12.97. Reorganize your closets with help from Lee Rowan. They're easy to install and come in several styles. This closet organizer is $18.96. Come into Menards and see for yourself how much...
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to the 83rd Annual Boys State Basketball Tournament. Rich in tradition, rich in history. An interesting piece of WIA State Tournament history is one of the players, Terrence McGee, was carrying this around today, Jim.
Well, he was carrying it around yesterday at the shootout, and Al Jackson, who's one of the assistant coaches, said that's what they gave to all the players as an award in 1961-62, and I think Al Jackson has too. This young man, McGee, his dad played with Al Jackson on that Great Lincoln team back then.
Here's Harrell converting the three-point play, and how about those Milwaukee Lincoln teams? You can come to every state tournament, and people still just talk about those Milwaukee Lincoln teams.
Yeah, they were probably once-in-a-lifetime team.
There's Tevis Jones scoring his first two of the half. He has 13. It's 52-48. Middleton.
Yeah, coming out of the timeout, I think Coach Goss saw the urgency to get a bucket where they dribbled, penetrated, and got an easy layup.
Hogs back in now, and to the floor it goes. It's tied up. Possession goes to Milwaukee King.
Okay, with about 5:25 to go, you're going to see the tempo turn up again.
So Middleton had opened up a 6-point lead not that long ago, but here comes King down 4 with the ball. Reuter working on Kadima. That's a block shot there. Cole, a rebound. Harrell got that one.
Well, nobody's backing off. I mean, you know, everybody's still going as hard as they went before. Anything going inside, they're getting a piece of it.
Harrell got both of them, it looks like.
Yes.
Now as McGee drives to the lane, he is fouled. And the foul is on Ben Harrell, his third.
Well, they're letting him play, and it's getting a little hard. I just think he was a little off balance when he laid the ball up. That's probably how he got hurt a little bit.
13, Barry Goodrich. 33, Derek Kine returned for Middleton. 34, Amia Perkins back in for Milwaukee King. Down to 5:10 left.
Well, Ben Harrell's kind of established himself as the eraser inside. He's not allowing anything inside.
Okay, here we go. As McGee hits the free throws, 52-50, Middleton. Now, Ben Harrell's having a heck of a night.
Yes, he has.
Five minutes left.
Now you can see a little bit after that timeout, they're fronting Harrell now instead of letting him catch the ball.
They're Kine with it. Left open is Xander for a moment. Stolen by Kadima. He has Cole ahead. Hogg is chasing him. Cole will lay it in.
That's a good steal. Good lay-in, good concentration.
9 points for Derek Cole. It's tied again at 52. And it's going to be a foul on Derek Cole for Milwaukee King. His third. Here's the fast break by Milwaukee King.
Yeah, force pass deflection, and then presence of mind to throw it ahead for a lay-in. Concentration on the spot. Got 2 points.
So back to the free throw line goes Ben Harrell, who has 15 points tonight. 5 of 5 from the field. And that's his first miss of the night. He had hit all 5 free throws.
Well, I think, though, getting up and down the court, though, too, he might have been tired, too.
McGee for three. Got it. And Milwaukee King leads by 3. Our 15th lead change of the night. Take a look at Terrence McGee.
Well, look where he shot that from, too. A little beyond the three-point line.
Xander was out there to try to contest it, but boy, McGee nailed it. So another foul on King on the way back. And Chris Hogg goes back to the free throw line, a 76% free throw shooter. Substitution for Milwaukee King. Number 14, Michael Causey.
Well, you know, you had a couple runs. Middleton did it the third quarter. King's done it with about 4 minutes or so to go. And you're going to see probably a couple more runs, too.
Hogg makes the first. There's a lot of these Middleton players were on the Middleton football team, which lost to Sun Prairie into the third level of the playoffs. A lot of these seniors have been around for a long time, so you know, they're used to pressure situations like that. And, of course, King with its state basketball tournament experience, I don't think anybody will flinch tonight.
Yeah.
2 free throws make it a 1-point game. Kadima. Jones. Now over to Causey. McGee. Pass to Jones and a foul Middleton. 43, Chad Nyland. His second.
They're both teams in a bonus now, so free throw shooting is going to be really critical down the stretch, too.
Chris Jones to the free throw line where he will shoot the bonus. Make the first, you get a second. Rims out. Nyland rebound for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's three free throws he's missed the second half.
0 for 3 from the free throw line. Now here's Middleton looking to go back in front.
Well, Middleton's being a little more patient now.
Hine for 3. No. Rebound, Cole. Oh, he cleared that one. Now here's Kadima. Causey is 14. Kadima clears out some players. Now he'll work against Hine. No foul. Kadima finds McGee. He's been shooting well, and that one misses. Hine has the rebound knocked out of bounds by Cole, who stepped on the sideline. Looks like he was trying to call timeout, but he just hit the deck. Here comes Foster. Here comes Harrell. The 2 big men return.
Yeah, I think for the stretch run, they gave him a little bit of a rest. Now with 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go, we're down the stretch.
Well, both teams are just saying, bring it on. Let's go. Here's Hogg working against Causey. 55-54. Hogg all the way. Foul. And it's going to go on Hogg. If it does, that's 4. It is.
That's a great charge. Hogg beat him around, didn't stop. Jimmy Foster stepped in and took the charge.
So, Chris Hogg now in serious foul trouble with 4. 3 minutes left. There's the turnover story. Middleton now up to 10. And King has converted 10 points off those turnovers. None for Middleton. Missed shot rebounded by Derek Hine. 55-54, Milwaukee King. Xander looking to feed Harrell. Dropped it into him. Harrell again.
That was a great catch and a great spin move toward the baseline. Concentrated on the spot and got 2 points out of that.
Harrell with 17 points. Middleton in front. Now King feeds the post. Foster shot too hard, and Foster over the back for a foul.
Kind of a frustration foul. He got it inside and kind of rushed his shot. Just settled down.
So that is that 4 on Foster? 4 fouls on Jimmy Foster now. So both teams with one of their key players now with 4 personal fouls. Chris Hogg for Middleton, Jimmy Foster for King.
This one's going down to the wire.
Barry Goodrich, a 67% free throw shooter. 2 of 4 from the line tonight. And now Middleton pulls ahead by 3, 58-55. And 2:16 left in our fourth quarter. Back to the state tournament after a word from our network sponsor. This is your WIAA network station.
Here's what a Wisconsin technical college can do for you.
Basically, I chose the technical education because of the 2-year versus the 4-year degree. I wanted to get done with my schooling and out in the workforce.
I work in the hydraulics industry, and a lot of the formulas and the components that I learned in that class are things that I work with every day.
The Wisconsin Technical College System. For information, call 1-800-320-TECH.
Dear Mama, it's 3 months since I left Drysville, our town without milk. I've seen the world, and now know cereal is not meant to be swallowed dry. Brownies aren't doorstops. People actually eat them. I'm not coming back. I can no longer live in a town that holds no milk for me.
What's wrong, Mother?
He's drinking straight out of the carton.
There you see the scoring by quarter. Boy, you can't get much more even than that. Middleton now 58-55. Andy Kennedy's been listening into the Middleton huddle. Andy, what's been going on?
Well, first of all, Jay, let me tell you, it's very tough to listen in with this huge crowd tonight. It is absolutely louder than heck. The loudest I've heard in the 2 weeks we've been doing tournaments. But I think I heard that Middleton, if they get the ball back, will try to take some clock off and actually run the 4 corners, Jay.
All right. Dean Smith's retired, but his strategy lives on. The 4 corners, perhaps, but now here's King with the ball first. They're down 3 with 2:10 left. Driving all the way, Kadima to Foster. Nicely done. Foster hit the deck. Did he twist an ankle a little bit? He's walking a little gingerly on one of his ankles here.
I don't know if they're going to take that much air out with a 1-point lead. That can backfire on you, take your momentum away. So we'll see what happens.
So Foster goes to the bench.
One of the Middleton players fell down. Great feed to Foster. Came down probably wrong on an ankle.
So Foster now with 6 points as he heads to the bench. Timeout for Middleton with 2:06 left, and the Cardinals holding on to that 1-point lead. Well, what a year for the Milwaukee City Conference. You telling me that this Milwaukee Kings team finished 3rd?
Yeah, they finished 3rd, but from top to bottom, I'll tell you, it's probably one of the strongest conferences we've had in years. King lost to Washington twice, lost to Bayview and Vincent, and lost to Chicago Westinghouse. So they're no fluke.
And a
they're
tough
young.
And
yes.
they played some games against some very good Chicago teams this year, King, too, right? Milwaukee Vincent and Milwaukee Washington finished ahead of King in that Milwaukee City Conference. Look at the free throws. Middleton outscoring King 15-4 from the free throw line tonight. Wow. But it's only a 1-point advantage on the scoreboard for the Cardinals.
Well, that's what got Middleton there. They're an excellent free throw shooting team. They're very smart. They're very patient.
There's a good move by Ben Harrell as he comes all the way down court to help get the inbounds pass, and now Derek Hind has it for the Cardinals. Driving all the way, now getting it to Xander, and yes, Middleton will try to take some air out of it.
Probably won't shoot anything unless it's a sheer land, unless they have to get something out each time down.
And again, with their free throw shooting ability, King now in the double bonus, Middleton in the double bonus, excuse me. Every time there's a foul, Middleton gets 2 free throws.
Yeah, now what King is going to have to try to do, not let the clock get down too far, is try to get a...
Good break for Middleton as the possession arrow is going their way, but nice defense by King, knocking the ball away from Kine.
And that's what they're going to have to do. They have to trap, get a 5-second count, or get a steal.
So here's Amia Perkins, the sophomore guard in for King. Michael Jackson to the bench.
But in a smaller player to probably apply a little more pressure to the Middleton players.
Xander looking for an inbound, finds Harrell. Now kicks it back out to Goodrich to Hogg. 1:20 left.
Yeah, and that was very smart where he kicked the ball back out, where he didn't try to force his shot. Now what King is going to have to do is step up, get a 5 count, and they got to step into passing lanes to try to get something too.
Goodrich, who nearly lost control there, but Hogg gets it right at center court, guarded by Kadima. Foul, Kadima. Well, 1:01 left.
Well, Coach Gauze was yelling, he had to foul. I mean, they had, what, 1:35 on the clock. They got it down to 1:01, so.
Kadima darn near got position there, but just a half a tick late. And Hogg playing with those 4 personal fouls. So Chris Hogg goes to the free throw line. Now, is that 5 fouls on Kadima? Now, Kadima's saying it's only 4. So we have a bit of confusion here on just how many fouls on Colombo Kadima with 1:01 left, in Middleton 58-57. Our people say he has 4. Don Kerr hasn't been wrong in, what, 17 years? Or is that being kind? 19 years. Okay, so Kadima does have 4 personals. Kerr wins again. And Chris Hogg goes to the free throw line. 5 of 5 tonight. And again, King over that 10 foul limit, so Middleton gets 2 free throws.
Each one of these free throws are critical, too. You want to put them in kind of an odd numbered situation.
Hogg makes both. 60-57. And Milwaukee King takes timeout.
They don't necessarily have to score on a 3 here. They can go inside. They got plenty of time.
Time now for the Farm Credit Services game highlights. We'll take a look after this.
Today, farm and rural families are facing a season of change. New economics are changing the way you farm, work, and live. And for every challenge this new environment will bring, we have the financial services, the resources, and the expertise to help you keep your family secure season after season. Farm Credit Services, at the heart of a growing America.
Here is that Farm Credit Services game highlight. Ben Harrell doing so much damage inside. This was the basket that put Middleton ahead 56-55, and now the lead is 3 points with 58.1 seconds left. But how about the night for Ben Harrell?
Well, he stepped up his game, I think. When Kine wasn't scoring, he's been sealing the player. And then, of course, they've been getting the ball to him, too. Hawk's been giving it to him, and he kind of feels it right now.
So Milwaukee King looking to tie it or take the lead again. Look at that. What a night. 8 ties, 16 lead changes. Middleton was up 6, but they only had it for about 3 seconds, I think, before King scored. And King's largest lead is 4. And we're not done yet. Terrence McGee will inbound it for King. Perkins gets it to the hands of Colombo Kadima. Kadima with 4 personal fouls. Working on Xander. Baseline, looking for Tevis Jones. Ball loose. Jones gets it and scores.
He had him sealed perfectly if he had to pick the ball up.
And another foul on Milwaukee King. So the excitement of the basket to bring him to within 1 is dampened by another foul, and Middleton goes back to the free throw line. Here comes Jimmy Foster again. His ankle looks okay.
Well, but Jay, I'm not so sure. I think they want to stop the clock because I think they feel they can score and break them down. The deal is, you know, you're adding mounted pressure on these young men from Middleton, but that's what we've been doing all year long.
Chris Hogg to the free throw line. 11 points tonight. 8 of 8 from the free throw line. 41 seconds left.
Ice water.
No kidding. Perkins will try 3. Rebound, Middleton, Barry Goodrich, and he's fouled by Tevis Jones.
I think it was a little early for that 3-point shot. They had plenty of time to go inside. If they had the foul, they could do that. I think Jim, Coach Gauze is a little disappointed in that. It's there like automatic on a free throw line.
There you see Jim Gauze hoping to find a way to pull this one out.
Yeah, it was a little too soon to pull for Trey, I think.
Here's Barry Goodrich at the line. Well, he's had some trouble tonight now 4 out of 7 at the free throw line, but man, fourth quarter, Middleton has been darn near perfect.
Yes, they have.
5-point lead, Middleton. Foster for 3. And oh my, it's off the scoreboard, no basket and in. Oh my, how close can you come?
Well, and he's capable of knocking down the three-point basket, but
so Darrell replaces Foster now. And Middleton with the ball, now up 5, and a foul again by Cole on Barry Goodrich. Let's take a look again at that three-point attempt by Foster that went in but didn't count.
No, didn't count, but he's capable of shooting the three-point basket.
Free throws this quarter, Middleton 11 of 12. Goodrich right back there. This quarter, Goodrich is 5 out of 5 from the free throw line. 10 points on the game.
I think they can kind of smell it right now.
Here's Kadima. He'll try 3. It'll be long. Rebound, Middleton. Kind. And now the Cardinals can really sense it. Xander pulls it back out. Harrell at the timeline. Hogg, chase there. And a foul with 8 seconds left. Middleton looking like it's heading to the semifinals.
Well, you almost knew that one team was going to take the advantage sooner or later, and one broke one down with the advantage they had, and that was with their free throw shooting too tonight.
Foul is on Derek Cole. I believe he's coming out of the lineup for King, getting some congratulations on a great season from his coaching staff. To the line is Chris Hogg. He is 10 for 10 from the free throw line. Well, the analysis of this one will be pretty simple. Middleton's fourth quarter free throw shooting. And some pretty good defense, too. 68-59. The clock starts when Kadima touches it. King, that's McGee for a 3. Tip, yes, by Perkins, but Middleton has done it. They're into the semifinals.
That was a very well-played game on both teams' end, I think.
Congratulations to both King and Middleton, but it's the Middleton Cardinals moving out of the Division I semifinals tomorrow night. We'll be back at the WIAA State Basketball Tournament after a word from our local stations. This is your WIAA Network station.
Juicy burgers, crispy fries and onion rings, coney dogs, frosty A&W root beer, Dagwood, wake up.
Oh, hi. Hey, what say we all go to A&W?
What a great idea.
Hop in today to try A&W's delicious new cheddar melt burger. It's only $1.99 at your local A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer.
If you believe it's not just where you're going in life, it's how you get there. Get to the National Chrysler and Plymouth event. Right now, get up to $2,395 in total values on select minivans. For starters, get up to $1,000 cash back on Chrysler Town & Country. And get up to $2,140 total values on Plymouth Voyager. Or up to $2,395 on Plymouth Grand Voyager. Get to the National Chrysler and Plymouth event. Only at your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer.
At American, get the guaranteed low price today and pay no interest till the year 2000. American makes it easy with no money down and no interest till the year 2000. Get this 54-inch projection TV with picture-in-picture for just $13.99 with financing. And American includes a Magnavox Hi-Fi VCR free, a Toshiba 32-inch big screen $6.99, or a bigger 36-inch Toshiba for $8.99, both with financing. Get the guaranteed low price and no money down, no interest till the year 2000 at American.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center. Jay Wilson and Jim Jones. We have seen a beauty. Middleton beats Milwaukee Kings 68-61. And Jim, that was just a tremendous basketball game. Your heart really goes out to Milwaukee King because they're just a couple of shots away from going to the semifinals this year.
Well, the game was so closely played and so closely matched, and it was just a matter of who was going to get the added advantage, and I think Middleton used their advantage from the free throw line, and, you know, you got to give those young men credit for stepping up to the line and making those free throws.
Okay, let's take a look at the highlights of the Middleton-Milwaukee King game. Ben Harrell rebounding as he did for much of the night. Chris Hogg with that long pass that sets up a three-point opportunity for Ryan Zander.
Well, I think Hogg and Ben Harrell played exceptionally well. I mean,
is Derek Kind, who was fairly quiet tonight but did get his share of points. That's a three-pointer.
You know, I think that's a trademark of that Middleton team where you had the four of those kids that probably averaged more than 8.5 points a ball game.
Ben Harrell didn't miss from the field tonight, 5 out of 5.
He did an exceptional job once he got his confidence, I think, late in that second quarter, and it just grew after that.
Now Milwaukee King stayed right in it all the way. Tevis Jones had a pretty good night, 15 points. And Terrence McGee did what he could. Here's a long three-pointer for him.
Yeah, Terrence McGee played really well tonight, too. McGee had 18.
King feeling good after that. This is going to be Harrell again, as he just kept getting very good position inside.
Oh, yeah, he sealed Foster really well on that, and he finished the shot.
That made it 56-55. Middleton did not trail the rest of the way. They go on to win 68-61. The final statistics, Middleton has shot over 50% from the field since the first week in January. Every game, their field goal shooting has been over 50%, but the second line tells it all right there.
Second line, 25 out of 31 free throw isn't bad compared to 4 of 8. But they had to do something in their offense to get to the free throw line 31 times. So they've been doing a job since day number 1, and they're ended up in the Kohl Center here tonight.
Both teams taking pretty good care of the basketball in a great defensive game. 10-7 the total there. There are your leading scorers. Ben Harrell with 17, Chris Hogg 15 for Middleton, Terrence McGee 18, and Tevis Jones 15 for Milwaukee, Washington. Before we go, Jim Goss made it a point yesterday to say hi to all his kids at Hopkins Elementary School in Milwaukee. Goss is a gym teacher there, and Jim really has a great endearment for those young children, and he really wanted to say hi to them. And I know it's a tough time for Jim and the kids as well, but when you see Jim at school Monday, give him a little pat in the back and say nice job and a great season.
I kind of think that he accomplished what he wanted to. Yeah, you want to go on, but like his dad mentioned, and like I had said too, I think this is one of the best jobs that that young man has done since he's been coaching in the 8 years.
That was a great game. Hopefully another one to come. Fond du Lac and Waukesha West. We'll get to that in just a few moments. But first, we take a break from the 83rd annual WIAA State Tournament. We take a timeout for a word from our local stations. This is your WIAA Network station.
Hi, I'm General Fred Sloan, commander of the 115th Fighter Wing. Interested in college? Well, we'd like to talk to you.
I put myself through college, thanks to tuition assistance and the GI Bill.
As a member of the Air National Guard right here in Madison, Wisconsin. If you're interested in tuition assistance, great benefits, and teamwork, join our team!
Here is an easy quiz. True or false, Dodge Caravan is America's best-selling minivan. Good. And right now, Grand Caravan comes with how much cash back? Very good. Now page 2. Check off which features come with this Caravan. Correct. Yet it's still America's lowest priced minivan at just, oh, very, very good. So please circle which minivan you want now. Excellent. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Hey, getting hungry?
I could go for some Rocky Rococo's.
Ooh, golden crust.
Made fresh every day.
Rocky spicy sauce.
Real Wisconsin cheese. A cozy table for 2 at Rocky Rococo's.
Or maybe a cozy dinner in bed. You know, Rocky's delivers, too.
Well, then we'd have to share with the kids.
We have kids?
Uh-huh.
Rocky Rococo! Hey, try my Rocky's one-of-a-kind pan-style pizza. We deliver.
Bob Radovich back at the Kohl Center. We have one game left to play. That's coming up in a bit. That'll match up Fond du Lac and Waukesha West in the Division I quarterfinals. Right now, we are joined by a very special guest, Dennis Aldridge, the Executive Director of Wisconsin Special Olympics. Dennis, thanks for joining us. Exciting tournament here. You've got a tournament of your own coming up in a couple months, or a couple weeks rather. Talk about that.
Well, we have our basketball and our gymnastics tournament coming up April the 3rd through the 5th up at the University of Wisconsin Oshkosh, and we just hope we can generate as much excitement as what happened here today. It's a terrific day for basketball. But we have our own tournament. We have over 1,300 athletes, and coaches will be up there for our big March Madness in April.
Your organization celebrating a milestone. This is the 25th anniversary of Wisconsin Special Olympics, and that's a real credit to your organization. Talk about how the organization has grown over the years.
Well, we're real proud of what we've been able to do, and our goal in Special Olympics is to take the athletes with cognitive disabilities from the sidelines and onto the playing field. In this case, from the sidelines onto the basketball court. And we've been able to do that through the generous support of thousands of volunteers, literally thousands of volunteers that help us put on our programs every year. We have coaches, we have parents that are very supportive of our program. And I think you can just tell whenever you see some of our athletes the difference that's made in their lives. They're able to do the types of things socially within their work that I know Special Olympics has had a great part in making happen for them.
At this point, Dennis, about how many participants are in the program?
In the state of Wisconsin, we have over 8,000 athletes participating in a variety of different sports year-round. As a matter of fact, Special Olympics Wisconsin puts on over 65 different events year-round for our athletes. And in order to do that, we have over 13,000 volunteers that help out, so we couldn't do without the volunteers.
Talk about those volunteers, because obviously they are a big part of this program, what you're trying to accomplish.
Well, volunteers find, I think, a special connection with our program. It's a sporting event, and America loves sports. And our athletes sometimes are referred to as the underdogs, and America loves an underdog. So with that combination, we have a terrific amount of support from volunteers. And of course, it's sports, so we have a lot of athletes involved in our program, too. And our athletes model a lot after athletes, like here today at the state tournament.
You see the 800 number on your screen right now. If you would like to volunteer for Special Olympics Wisconsin, just dial 1-800-552-1324. Dennis, we were talking off camera. You were saying that you were lucky because you're one of those people that has a job that's very gratifying, and that's got to make you very happy.
Well, I think I have one of the best jobs in the world. I do something that I very much like to do every day, and I know I do it for a group of people who really appreciate it, too.
All right, Dennis Aldridge has been our special guest. He is the Executive Director of Wisconsin Special Olympics. We're going to send it back down the line to all your local stations for a local news break. You are watching the WIAA Boys Basketball Tournament.
Hello, everyone. We hope you're enjoying tonight's coverage of the WIAA tournament.
Just a little break from tonight's games to bring you our top stories. The DeForest company that cloned a cow wants to clone a town. ABS Global literally wants to build a town around itself.
What we're building is a support around our agricultural technology and our base that we have at ABS Global.
Tonight, the $300 million business and housing development goes before the Dane County Board.
AT&T is slashing jobs across the country. Today, 27 News learned the cuts will affect workers in Madison. Nearly 100 people will lose their jobs. Tonight, the reason behind the cuts.
And the Olympics may be a distant memory, but tonight, Dane County honors local athletes who gave it their all in Nagano. Among those being honored tonight, local members of the U.S. curling team.
And Bob Lindmeyer joins us now for a quick check of the forecast.
How's it looking?
It's looking okay. As you know, we had some snow this morning, but things have quieted down, and roads are in pretty good shape, too. It looks like we'll have good travel weather for a while. Here's the forecast for tonight. Just cloudy skies, looks uneventful, no rain or snow for a change. Low temperature near 24 degrees with a northeast wind at 10 to 20. And for tomorrow, I'm looking for mostly cloudy. It will be blustery, a high of 34 degrees, but those strong winds will keep the wind chill factor in the teens. There's going to be a strong storm passing to our south, but it looks like the snow will stay in Illinois and not here, but one of those things you got to watch, especially at this time of year during boys basketball.
We'll let them have it. Let's let them have it.
Okay.
Okay, well, and then we're going to have a little warm-up later in the week, right?
By next week.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll have a complete wrap of all the day's news, weather, and sports coming up tonight on 27 News at 10.
For now, we will send you back to the WIAA Boys Basketball Tournament. Hope you enjoy the game, and we'll see you here after.
Hi, this is Bill Schrader of the Green Bay Packers. To win a Super Bowl, you need teamwork. The same kind of team your Comfort Maker dealer has with the nationwide Comfort Maker dealer network. The Comfort Maker name is famous for high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners. With the hot summers and cold winters in Wisconsin, what would we do without the Packers and Comfort Maker heating and cooling systems? The Packers are a class act, and so is your Comfort Maker dealer. Give them a call.
Contact any one of these team dealers for high-quality Comfort Maker air conditioning and heating.
I'd rather return.
Your brakes need fixing. You're here. The dealer is over there. But your neighborhood CarX is here, and here, and here, and here. With a great deal. 50% off brake shoes and pads. That's great savings. And you don't need an appointment. 50% off lifetime guaranteed brake shoes and pads. As close as CarX, your neighborhood car care center.
Don't worry, call the CarX man.
The luxurious Lexus ES300. All the security and comfort you're looking for at a price that most only dream of. At Lexus of Madison today.